After the crash, hazard lights on, doors unlocked. No e-call system. Rescue and extrication rating acceptable. Airbags activated. The front bumper beam and crash box worked badly, so the compartment and aid pillar underwent severe impact. The aid pillar was strong but still ripped. Deformation on B and C pillar. Structure rating poor. The dummy's head was hit hard by the intrusion. The dummy was exposed outside, causing severe head and neck injuries. It wouldn't make it. Poor. The driver can survive, but with severe neck injuries. Poor. High risk of lethal injuries. So its overall rating, poor. 40 miles per hour, 40% frontal offset crash against a deformable barrier. Simulates a crash against other vehicles. This is the IIHS Moderate Overlap Frontal Crash Evaluation, a standard in NCAP assessments. The vehicle is set to the maximum load. Front, 1 dummy. Second row, 2 dummies. If there is third row, 2 dummies. In its 40% frontal offset crash test, low voltage function, hazard lights on, doors unlocked. No e-call system. Rescue and extrication rating acceptable. Its bumper beam and crash box work well with the subframe. Door rings remain intact. Slight deformation on the A pillar and sill, but great intrusion into brake panel. Structure rating moderate. Despite robust structure, the dummy protection is not great. Serious chest compression. So chest protection, moderate. High risk of leg fracture, moderate. The front restraint system rating, acceptable. The rear dummy protection was also bad. The rear left one had severe head and neck injuries. Moderate. The rear right dummy was the farthest from the crash, but suffered the most severe injuries. Lethal neck injury. Poor. The second row restraint system, moderate. In this test, its overall rating, moderate. 50 miles per hour, 70% rear end crash by a 1 point per tons test vehicle. Simulates a secondary high-speed rear ending. The dummy layout and weight distribution remained unchanged. According to the U.S. Federal Regulations 301 and 305, major focuses are fuel and battery leakage, thermal runaway, and structural integrity. After the rear-end test, its fuel system suffers massive leakage, so its fuel system integrity, poor. The bumper beam, crash box, and front beam didn't work well. Severe deformations on the rear C-pillar and sill, so structure rating, moderate. Due to fuel leakage, its overall rating in this test, poor.